Our top story this morning, two men from Salt Lake City were arrested in Twin Falls Wednesday night after leading sheriff's deputies on a chase through downtown Twin Falls. 19-year-old Cougar Parrott and 21-year-old Lawrence Johnson, both from Salt Lake City, were arrested at about 9 Wednesday night. The pursuit began when the vehicle Parrott was driving ran a stop sign. A chase began and Parrott turned off the car's headlights. He later rolled the vehicle and the passengers fled on foot. They were caught a few minutes later and were booked into the Twin Falls County Jail. Police discovered the vehicle has been stolen and was involved in a hit and run in Twin Falls moments before the chase began. Both men now face multiple felony charges. Idaho Fish and Game is apologizing for what it says is a mistake made during an elk collaring project in Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness area. The department is under scrutiny for placing tracking collars on 4 wolves during a recent elk capture. In a press release, the department says it told the Forest Service it would not collar wolves during the operation and blames the mistake on internal communication errors. We'll start our national news this morning with one of the biggest upsets in sports so far this year. With only seconds left in the fourth quarter, Minnesota Vikings kicker Blair Walsh missed a 27-yard field goal Sunday that could have advanced his team to the playoffs. Of course, there was disappointment, but Walsh is now finding support in an unlikely place, a local elementary school. Don Champion explains. And if you're a Vikings fan like myself, it indeed was a very tough loss. Walsh says that he plans to keep all the cards and letters the students sent to him. Good morning, Southern Idaho, and thank you very much for tuning in to Rise and Shine this Thursday morning. You're very close to the weekend. You can do it. However, you're going to have to just make it through a couple of showers, which may or may not bring you down. I personally love the rain.
The rain was nice this morning, but it did turn over to snow showers when we got here to the station.
Yeah, I know.
And then we're going to be talking about a break going into the afternoon, and then another system moving through.
The Twin Falls Canal Company is reminding you not to dump your trash or other property in the canals as it is illegal, unsafe, and harmful. Trash and dumping on the canal banks has always been a problem, especially in the past couple of years. People tend to dump items in the canals which they don't want to pay for to take to the landfill. The top items found in the canals are couches, washers and dryers, and tires. Last year, a canal almost broke due to burrowing rodents. Last night, people in 3 different states won the Powerball jackpot. Locally, however, the last drawing on Saturday night was the highest in Powerball sales at Mr. Gas, as they sold about $5,500 worth of Powerball tickets. While reporting on this story, our very own Carly Cassidy says that the lottery module crashed around 12:30 due to the influx of players and tickets. The module was up and running minutes later, and players continue to still try and get those lucky numbers. People from Nevada had also made the trip to try and strike it rich. Clay Baker and his family drove up from Elko to buy Powerball tickets for friends and family. Finally, in local news this morning, first responders in Blaine County are sharpening their rescue skills in the case of an avalanche call. Tuesday night, about 50 rescuers from multiple agencies participated in an avalanche rescue drill. Desiree Fawn reports. Switching over to health news now this morning, we'll begin with some non-human related health news. There is a dangerous new illness worrying vets and pet owners across the country. Thousands of dogs have been infected with the dog flu. Adriana Diaz reports from an animal shelter in Chicago on this growing problem affecting pets in many cities. Definitely some great information this morning. Now to human-related health news. A new study suggests that eating more spinach, kale, and broccoli may lower your risk of glaucoma by as much as 30%. Doctors in Boston report people with chronic optic nerve damage benefit from nitrates in green leafy vegetables, which can help blood circulation. New data from the American Heart Association is linking poor sleep in the elderly with a higher risk of stroke and cognitive problems. Scientists found seniors with fragmented sleep had a 27% higher chance of severe hardening of the arteries. And people using e-cigarettes to help taper off real cigarettes are much less likely to quit. That's according to doctors at the University of California, San Diego. They found the odds of quitting 28% lower for smokers who vape. Now, before we get you in the know about an upcoming Rotary event, it's time to check in one more time this week with our Building Southern Idaho team. This week, we see some signature Mike Shuttler home designs on a unique corner lot. The state of Idaho is looking to ban the use of powdered alcohol, otherwise known as palcohol. The powder can be added to any liquid to produce intoxication. The powder was approved by the FDA in March, but has already been banned by 25 states, including Nevada, Washington, and Utah. The company marketing the powder says that it is just as safe or unsafe as liquid alcohol. The proposed Idaho legislation would levy fines up to $1,000 or 90 days in jail for anyone possessing, using, selling, or purchasing alcohol. U.S. poultry and beef are once again being allowed to be exported to South Africa. That's this week's Grow Southern Idaho.